I know, I don't know that you haven't broken.
It doesn't matter. Have I broken any law?
I don't know that. No, you're not being detained.
Thank you.
I'm trying to find out the information.
No, I've waited long enough.
I need to establish who you are.
Welcome to British Police Hub, where we put misconduct on display, explore police and legal issues, protect individual rights, and demand accountability. This episode is brought to us by Monty. Be sure to check the link below, subscribe to his channel, and give him the credit he deserves. In this episode, Auditor Monty is filming a building in Shepherd's Bush Green when officers approach him based on what appears to be a completely unfounded allegation, accusing him of recording inappropriate footage despite his own video evidence clearly showing otherwise. Rather than stepping back when the claim begins to unravel, the officers continue to follow Monty, repeatedly demanding his personal details. The entire encounter escalates dramatically when they ultimately carry out what Monty argues is an unlawful arrest under supposed legal power that appears to have no basis in law.
What are you doing here with the camera today?
I'm here with a camera. What do you think I'm doing?
Well, I'm asking you what you're doing. Are you taking pictures or recordings?
What difference does that make? And why do I have to be stopped like this? First of all, have I broken any rules? Am I in breach of any legal act?
Not at the moment.
Good.
Because when we first saw you, we saw you over at the children's play. You saw you over at the children's play area.
No, I can't stop. If you touch me, that's assault. You just did. Yes,
as
you
you
did.
can understand.
I don't understand anything.
Well, I'm trying to explain to you, and you're being rude.
Oh, am I?
Okay.
So,
as you can understand, you're over at the children's play area, recording or taking photographs of children that obviously aren't yours. So that's why we want to speak to you and find out what you're doing.
Is it
For all I
against
know,
the
there are
law?
illicit pictures on your camera of children.
Tell
What
me
are you
what
doing?
statute it is.
What are you doing here?
Tell me what the statute is.
What are you doing here?
Tell me the statute.
I don't know off the top of my head.
Then
What
leave
are
me
you
to
doing here?
do what I'm doing.
Wait, while we verify a few things, please. Then
We need to verify who you are.
No, you
What's
don't.
your name, please?
No.
Officer effectively reveals the central issue, confirming that there are no apparent lawful grounds to restrict his freedom of movement under common law principles. Monty remains entirely within his rights to walk away from what is, at that stage, a voluntary interaction. Nevertheless, the officers continue to position themselves in his path, raising serious questions about whether their conduct amounts to an unlawful restriction of liberty. Rather than carrying out a proper investigation, they immediately pivot to an allegation that he has been filming a playground. Monty places the officer in a difficult position by asking her to identify the specific statute he is allegedly violating, leaving her unable to provide an answer because, under UK law, filming in a public park is generally lawful and no such prohibition appears to exist.
No.
As far as I know, I don't know that you haven't
Then it doesn't
broken.
matter. Have I broken any law?
I don't know that
Are
at
you
the
arresting
moment.
me?
Possibly, if you don't
Then
tell
arrest me.
me.
You
Right,
can't
possibly,
possibly
if you
arrest
don't
me.
tell me what you're here for.
You can't possibly arrest me. Either you're going to arrest me or you don't.
Right, can you just stop there, please?
No. I've done nothing wrong.
We need to speak to
We
you.
need to
You don't need to
verify.
speak to me. I don't need to speak to you.
Look, people that you could be a terrorist for all we know. You could have,
you're using
you
the
could have,
terrorism
You could
law.
have illicit pictures
You
on your
remember
camera.
that the European court threw out all of your
This is
stupid...
ridiculous. Just stop
That's
a minute.
assault.
Just
No,
stop a minute.
Can you stop
No.
there, please? Wait,
Do I need
Don't
to get
touch
more
my
units
camera.
down here?
You go and get as many units as you like. I'm not breaking any law. And I'm recording everything you do.
Okay, fine. Can you stop, please?
Sir,
No.
wait here, please.
No.
Can you wait?
Are
here,
you
please?
arresting me?
We're not arresting you. We're trying to
Good.
verify some details.
You don't need to verify any details. I don't need to
Yes,
give
we
you
do.
any details.
If I can't verify
I
who
don't
you
want to
are
touch
and
you.
why you're in the area, then you will be arrested.
For what? What will you arrest me for?
I can arrest you under ID cop plan to find out your name and your address.
No, you can't.
Yes,
Yes, we
I
can.
can,
Yes,
and
we
that's
can.
what I will be doing.
He does not even know whether Monty has broken the law. This officer completely undermines her own position by demanding personal details in an apparent attempt to identify an offense after the fact. That approach appears to reverse the foundational principle of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984, which requires objective grounds for suspicion before certain police powers can be exercised. When her initial allegation fails to gain traction, she escalates the situation by suggesting that he could potentially be a terrorist, seemingly attempting to invoke Section 43 of the Terrorism Act without presenting any clear evidence of reasonable suspicion. To force compliance, she physically grabs him and threatens arrest under the Idcopland mnemonic. It is not a piece of legislation, nor is it a law under which a person can be arrested. It is an internal police mnemonic used to remember the necessity criteria under Section 24 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act 1984. In other words, she appears to be attempting to justify an arrest by relying on an acronym rather than identifying a specific criminal offense.
Hey, here, please, while we speak to you.
I'm not in breach. Are you saying I've broken any laws?
I don't know that yet because you won't tell me why you're here. You won't tell me why you're here.
I don't have to tell you why I'm here.
Just stop and wait and speak with us, yes?
This is ridiculous. Just stand still, will you?
Don't touch me.
Can you stand here, please?
No. Are you arresting me?
Why are you here?
Are you arresting me?
Every right to stop you.
You haven't. If I choose to engage with you, you have a right. I don't choose to engage with you.
I want to know what you're doing in the area recording children that
None of
aren't
your
yours.
business.
You can't account for why you're in the
None of your
area,
business.
for what you're doing in the area,
I don't need to
and you
account.
won't give me your name and address, so in which
Don't need
case...
to account.
Sir, we may have reports about people with a camera. We're here to speak to you.
You may have
with a camera in the area.
Have you got any
So would you
reports of
stop here,
anybody
please?
breaking the law?
You're not listening to what we're saying.
I am.
We haven't said you've necessarily broken
You're
the law.
breaching my human
We're trying
rights.
to speak
Go
to you.
away.
Do you want to speak to me on my own?
I don't want to talk to any of you.
No? Well, I'm being fine with you, you're being fine with me. So
I'm being very fine with you.
Verify your name and address.
telling you.
What's your name and address?
I'm telling you I don't have to give you my name and address.
Okay, that's fair enough.
By repeatedly touching Monty and ordering him to remain where he is without ever formally informing him that he is detained, these officers appear to be engaging in an exercise of arbitrary restraint. By physically preventing him from moving freely, they expose themselves to allegations of trespass against the person and battery. Her confident assertion that she has every right to stop him is strongly disputed, as established guidance and fundamental human rights protections support a citizen's right to decline participation in a voluntary police encounter. To add further controversy to the situation, she demands that Monty explain why he is present in a public park, seemingly overlooking the fact that there is generally no legal requirement for a member of the public to justify their presence on public land.
I'm asking you a question. Why are you in the park with this camera and it's facing into the play park? That is my question to you.
I'm taking video and I'm taking
videos of what?
It doesn't matter what I'm taking video of. This is not a police state.
We're not staying at a police state, okay? Right, all we're here to speak to you about, okay? A couple of people just reported they thought you were taking pictures of the playground.
Tell me what statute you're giving me
All right.
that's unlawful.
Give me 1 second and I'll find out.
There isn't any. I'm
Well,
a
okay,
photographer.
Okay.
Neither do I have to give my name or address, or don't have to actually give you any information. We're not in a police state
I'm not
just
saying
yet.
we're in a police state, are they?
No, but you're acting as if there
I'm
is.
not. I've simply literally just walked over to them and speak to
No,
them.
you haven't. First of all, I have to run the gauntlet of these two. I
that
don't
wasn't
have to
me,
give
was
you
it?
my name and address.
I'm just
I
here,
don't have to
as I
account
said
for
to you, because
myself.
people
Tell
think
me
you
you
might be
believe that I've
statute, and you
committed
could
a
be
crime,
unlawful.
then you
So
have the
look it
right
up
to
in the
arrest
legal
me.
database.
But
I
you
will
first
do.
of all have to
Thank
tell
you.
me what you have. You don't even have the right to stop me.
I'm not saying that you don't.
The lack of diligence displayed by these officers is laid bare as they appear willing to act solely on the basis of a member of the public's complaint, completely abandoning their responsibility to independently establish whether a criminal offense has actually occurred. When the backup officer arrives and repeats the same allegation, Monty highlights what he believes to be a significant lack of legal knowledge by asking him to identify the statute that supposedly prohibits filming in public. The fact that a serving uniformed officer appears to use his phone to search for a law that may not exist creates an awkward moment. Under UK law, filming in public is generally lawful and may engage rights protected under Article 10 of the European Convention on Human Rights. Monty argues that these events demonstrate the dangers of increasingly intrusive policing practices. Before we continue, I've got huge news. What is now officially live includes more than 100 fully interactive legal guides. Rather than simply reading information, users make decisions and see how those decisions affect legal safety, escalation risk, and evidential position. StopBot is built directly into the platform, a policing-focused AI designed specifically around UK law. It explains powers and legal thresholds clearly, and in guide mode it operates like a teacher, expanding on legal concepts and reinforcing understanding so users are not left second-guessing themselves. There is also a daily UK policing news feed focused on real-world incidents, operational developments, crime, and policing activity. Included within that are exclusive deep dive articles breaking down police misconduct cases, upcoming legislation, and what those developments actually mean. The platform also includes protection tools, such as a live drone safety map with NOTAM awareness, a civil claim checker to assess potential liability, a police complaint generator, a subject access request builder, and additional features currently being rolled out. This platform is not built around outrage. It has been created because confidence in policing across the UK has reached historic lows, making it increasingly important to remain informed, prepared, and protected. You can support the platform by subscribing through the website below for $7.99 per month, and you can cancel at any time. Your support helps keep the platform running, funds independent journalism, and enables the continued production of the breakdowns, investigations, and resources that many people need, but rarely find gathered in one place. If you value the work and would like to help it grow, the link is below.
Okay, but if it was your children and somebody thought that you might be photographing them, would you not want the police to investigate that?
There's a camera watching them all the time, filming them from above, one of yours or the local authority. So are you going to stop that from recording too? Are you going to go to their place?
CCTV is different, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's exactly the same. Am I being detained? You're arresting me.
No, sorry, no, you're not being detained.
Thank
I'm trying
you.
to find out the
No,
information.
I've waited long enough. I've given you 3 minutes.
At the same time, we need to establish who you are.
You don't. There's
We
no
need to
lawful
establish
right
what
for you
you're
to
doing.
establish it.
We need to establish
That
what you're
doesn't
doing.
exist.
We need to establish what you're doing.
That doesn't exist.
Okay, in which case then I'm arresting you under ID cop plan to find out your name and address on the grounds that you're possibly committing an offence.
What offence am I possibly committing?
Possibly committing the offence.
You can't possibly do something.
No, because I'm
Either
arresting
I am
you
or I'm not.
under ID cop plan, under
investigate.
your name and address, to investigate what's on that camera as to whether or not you are acting suspiciously around the children's play
You have
area.
no right to access my camera.
The officers' claim that CCTV is somehow different from public filming quickly becomes a major point of contention. Both involve capturing images in public spaces, yet her argument appears flawed because public photography is generally lawful under British law, whereas CCTV systems may be subject to specific obligations under the Data Protection Act 2018. The contradiction reaches its peak when the officers explicitly state that Monty is not detained while simultaneously preventing him from leaving. This raises obvious questions regarding whether his liberty is being unlawfully restricted. Her subsequent declaration that he is under arrest because he may have committed an offense appears to turn established police procedure on its head. She states that the arrest is necessary to gain access to his camera, yet police do not possess a general power to compel a citizen to delete or surrender footage without the appropriate legal authority or judicial per se.
You do not have the right.
Well, you
I
are
do not
arrested,
give you
so
the right. Okay.
you do not have to say anything. It may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned, something which later will lie in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
And it's unlawful arrest. It's an unlawful arrest.
At this stage, it's just under ID cop plan, just to establish name and address. And now that you're under arrest, turn the camera off, please. Turn the camera off. It's not off because I can see the light. He's going to search
no
you
to
before you get in
swear.
our van. He is going to search you before you get in the
I'm
van.
going to record what
He
you
is going
say
to
and
search you
do.
before you get in the van, and everybody that's arrested has their phones turned off.
Well, I deny that
Right.
you have a right.
You are
to
now
arrest me.
detained because you're under
Okay,
arrest. My
yeah.
colleague is going to search you.
Okay. I don't agree to the search.
Well, it doesn't matter because
Well,
everyone gets
I'm
searched before they go.
protesting. You
Before they
have
go
no
into
right
police.
to arrest me.
Right.
You have no right to
So you're not
search.
listening, are you?
Oh, I'm listening very carefully.
Still on.
I
You
don't.
are under
I don't
arrest.
accept that you're going to turn my phone off. It's recording what's happening. I have a right to record
You
what you're
don't. You're
saying.
under arrest. The
So you're
camera
not
turns
listen-
off
you're
like
not
everybody else
listening. You need
has
to
to.
turn that off before it goes.
The officer's frantic declaration that Monty is prohibited from recording simply because he has been arrested is presented as an attempt to prevent documentation of the encounter. There is no general law in the UK that automatically removes a citizen's ability to record a police interaction solely because they have been placed in handcuffs, particularly where the recording device presents no immediate threat or risk. Forcing Monty to stop recording before carrying out a search raises further concerns regarding transparency and accountability. In his description, he explains that the arrest was recorded under Section 5 of the Public Order Act 1986 alongside a reference to the internal police mnemonic. Section 5 requires the use of threatening, abusive, or insulting words or behavior within the hearing or sight of a person likely to be caused harassment, alarm, or distress. Monty simply stood his ground, challenged what he believed to be unlawful police powers, and demanded accountability, actions that courts have frequently distinguished from genuine public order offenses when directed at police officers carrying out their duties. By treating a refusal to comply with disputed demands as though it were a criminal offense, these officers are accused of using police powers against a citizen who believed he understood the law better than they did. That's it for today's video. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps support independent coverage like this. Also, don't forget to check out Monty Best. His channel is linked in the description below, so be sure to show him some support. Thanks for watching. This was British Police Hub, and I'll see you in the next one.